Hello Pisces, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you are connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So for those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do not channel through any spirit guides, I never have, and I have certain reasons for that. For some of you, you are dealing with someone who may have been in a relationship with you. This could also be a situationship for a small portion of you. This could be somebody that you've met and there's a whole lot of energy, but no one's really speaking up. I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel at the end of this reading to provide you with some advice based on what comes up today. Pisces, it is quite challenging. You have some really deep and meaningful cards here, but the deep here, the depth is kind of dark and dreary. It's not so happy, the cards. There's three of them, absolutely huge. We have beliefs, betrayal, and wild woman, which wild woman is for me deceit and trickery. First card is the strongest. We have here love. First emotion, that is the most important here. That is love, followed by surrender. Then we have beliefs, betrayal, creativity, wild woman, mothering, power, and then we have ecstasy under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Pisces, I have to admit, I do love you. I am in love with you. I have feelings and emotions, and yet you may wonder, if I did, then how could I treat you like this? Why did I put you through this? How could I have let this happen? I do feel that in this connection, there is this love that exists by default. It is pure, it is true, it is sacred, it is unconditional. The feelings that I feel, the things that I go through, I do feel that there's this knowingness deep down on the inside, somewhere I've known you from before. And there's a part of me now that wants to simply just tell you that I have surrendered to you. Now I feel that I belong to you and you belong to me. My mind, my heart, my body, I have surrendered to you. If you lead, I will follow. But we do have our differences, don't we? And a lot of the time, in this connection, you and I, we've not seen eye to eye. We are not on the same page. We are very different. We have our own differences. I know that you were born and brought up in a very different way, and so was I. The connection between us is so different, so unique. But my experiences have been different, and I believe in those things because I have gone through it. To you, it may seem almost annoying and irritating. Why do I not see things your way? It's because from my point of view, this is the way things are right. Because I can't see any other way. That is what I have experienced. That is what I view. That is what I believe. I also feel that in this connection, there has been betrayal. And I know I have been that person who's betrayed you because I have behaved in a way that is so different. Something that you would not believe, something that you would not understand. Why would I do that? Why would I act like that? What was the reason? Now there's a lack of faith and a lack of trust. I know you don't trust me anymore. And I know that the faith that once used to be there, it's not there. Things have changed. Things are different. You thought you knew me, but it turns out you never really knew me at all. Everything that you and I have done, everything that we went through, I acted in a way that was very unpredictable, very rash, very different, not something that you were used to. And when I did not do things your way, I did it because I thought differently. My ideas, my mindset was so different from yours. And yes, because I did not take your side, because I was not with you, because I betrayed you, I didn't do the things that I had promised. It does feel as if I have completely abandoned you. But there's a part of me, a small part of me, that does want to create things. I want to create something beautiful in this connection. A web of love I would love to weave and make you the center of my world. I feel that in this connection, there is a part of me that longs for you, that yearns for this connection to continue. But sometimes, whatever I feel, it doesn't come true, and it doesn't even make sense. So I take a step back and I don't think much about it. A while ago, there was trust in this connection. My problem is now that I know what I have done has broken that trust completely. The trust that once existed no longer does. I know now that in this connection there has been, and you have experienced, that sense of deceit, deception, suspicion. I have tried to hide things from you. I have tried to be that person who is sneaky, not wanting you to know what it is that I'm up to. But the truth is, there's a few things that I have been doing that were not so truthful, and I know you learned a few things along the way and you found out about this betrayal. I cheated you in ways that are unforgivable. And I feel that moving forward is going to be very difficult because I do not see a way forward. There's a part of me that you've seen now that is a complete liar, a cheater, somebody that does not tell the truth because I feel like I don't want to tell the truth. I've also realized that even though we have our differences, there's a part of you that just exists in the realm of pure, unconditional love, where you are this person who gives selflessly, loves unconditionally, provides shelter, love and protection, compassion, all without any expectation. This is something that I've realized. And I also realized that I have betrayed somebody like that. I have lied to somebody like that. I see you in a different light. I see you as somebody who is now very, very powerful. You have power over me. Not only that, but I feel emotionally vulnerable and even weak in the knees. There's a part of me that feels a sense of ecstasy. A part of me that wants to be that person who can move on. It is so difficult for me to not fall in love with you. Because when I think of you, it's not just my heart and my body, but it is my spirit and my soul that feels complete. I feel ecstasy. This is with you. I also feel that in this connection, it's time to change that way of thought, the customs, the rituals, the beliefs that I have. That needs to change. Because you thought we were on one path together, but it turns out we were on two separate, different paths. And yes, I was not as honest as I should have been. I tried this trickster behavior. I tried to be somebody who I was not. I tried to get away with a lot. But it was not right. For now, all I know and all I feel every day is that sense of love and that longing to surrender to you, that feeling that I belong to you and you belong to me. I want that to be brought into the forefront of this connection. But the way things are right now, I doubt that that may happen. All right. Pisces. Pisces, this is very hurtful. You have been with somebody who has completely betrayed you. And not only that, but there were lies. There was deception, there was deceit here. And there was a sense of differences in terms of their beliefs. So this could be a difference in religion. It could be caste, creed, racial background, ethnic background. Somebody here may be very rich, somebody may not be so rich, but we're dealing with two different individuals who have two different sets of beliefs, or a set of belief for each one. And the beliefs are so strong that it actually defines the person's personality. The problem when we have these beliefs is that it's a part of who we are. And what I'm seeing here that is a problem, somebody here decided to behave a disingenuous surrender. They were just surrendering and doing things just for the sake of doing it, but they were not speaking up. Why? Because they wanted to get what they wanted at the time. So they did not speak up. They did not tell or say anything about their opinion. And somebody here just kept going on and on in the relationship thinking everything is okay. But the truth is something was not okay because somebody here was staying quiet. They were not voicing their opinion. And all of a sudden, when they decide to voice their opinion, or all of a sudden, if they decide to take a step back, you are confused because this person never even talked about what the problem was in the first place. Completely confused. Treachery. I'm seeing the word treachery. That's a huge word. Treachery. Let me know. Did any of that resonate? All right. We have here the Princess of Cups, followed by the Eight of Arrows. Typically I get one card, but here 2 came out. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, we have Wisdom. So the first set of cards that I just read, that is the current status. That's the current present situation that your person of interest is in, what they're feeling currently. These, I like to go into the past to have a look what happened earlier on in this connection. So this is for those of you that may not have found that source of closure, or that sort of closure that you needed in order to make yourselves kind of move on from all this. This is for those of you who may have been ghosted by this person. They may have just faded. They may have taken you for granted. And you're wondering, what did you do to deserve this, right? No, you did not do anything to deserve such a thing. You did not. However, unfortunately, things happen. And this is something that, moving forward, we can look into, because this will show you what happened in the past. Here we have the Princess of Cups as the first card. Let's have a look. So I do read these in the reverse. The Princess of Cups, we're dealing with somebody who had given to you an empty offer or an empty invitation. So they gave you an invitation, they gave you an offer, and it looked as if it was very promising. The problem is, it was empty. Fickleness or immaturity of affection. Your person was immature when they were expressing their affection. They were fickle, could not make up their mind, very changeable. Inconsistent and unreliable messages were being sent from this person. A sense of ambivalence and codependence. We also have here 8 of Arrows. All right, the 8 of Arrows. I'm going to read this whole card, starting from the upright to the reverse. It's huge. The 8 of Arrows here talks about depression, entrapment, and victimization. Pisces. At some point in time, your person of interest, back then, now, unbeknownst to you, this person was feeling depressed. They were feeling they were trapped. They also felt victimized. A sense of entrapment or just feeling trapped. Here we also have entrapped by emotions and sorrow, the inability to move, feeling victimized. This person was feeling that. Extreme sorrow. In the reverse, the card suggests things may not be as bad as they seem, but there was obsession with personal problems to the detriment of others this person had. Problems that may come from within, and a sense of narcissism. Now that narcissism may also come from that beliefs card, because somebody here is very strong in their faith, their belief, their mindset, their lifestyle, something here where they're very strict and stern that this is how it's going to be. This has always been like this and we're not going to change it. So I do see something like that here. And so we have here obsession with personal problems to the detriment of others. So they do have personal problems. And the issue is that instead of focusing on the both of you as a couple, they would focus on the problems, and that actually would deviate from the actual issue that you guys were dealing with. So it's like they were focusing on other things rather than focusing on you. And that is very wrong, because for that reason, it's difficult to even be in a connection. You're not communicating, right? There's no communication there. Here, we also have problems that may come from within. So yes, this person internally had an issue, and they were not really opening up or talking as much as they should have about the right kind of topic. Narcissism. We also have here wisdom. Wisdom here talks about how there was an unwillingness to learn, a sense of superficiality, They were intimidated by your intelligence and your education. They were feeling limited by the lack of knowledge and understanding that they may have had. There was an unwillingness to learn. Okay, so unwillingness to learn, unwillingness to become wiser. Who was doing this? The person who's immature. So you are dealing with somebody who entered a connection with you, and they may have seemed like a queen or a king, but in all honesty, they were just a page. There was somebody who was very immature, somebody who is not experienced in relationships and what they really truly mean and what they could actually mean in the long term. Right? You're dealing with somebody here. And it's funny how we all look at relationships differently at this time on planet Earth. How a relationship could be an actual relationship where people are together, they're moving in, they're living together, they're growing together. But then we also have those type of connections and people where it's just here today, gone tomorrow, right? The issue with this person was that they were even looking for something as well, but they were too immature to actually take that on. And that's the problem here. They had the passion, they had the drive, but they did not have the maturity to understand that sometimes you need to adjust. Sometimes you need to let go of a few things in order to be in a connection with somebody. This is something that they did not do simply because they were not wise. And so this would have obviously upset you because you're trying to get your point across and they are completely ignoring it, talking about something else, not even thinking that this is important. They took you for granted. They did not value you because they did not know the worth of that. Maybe in a few years, hopefully, fingers crossed, maybe they might grow up. Now, we're not talking about somebody that's actually young in age, but this could be somebody. We do have somebody here who's very young. But it could also mean that the sense of immaturity exists in this person. They are immature. It can also mean not only the immature part here, but inexperienced. This person was not experienced in certain things. The problem here is even when this person was being given an option to learn, they did not want to. They felt things were kind of superficial. Now, why did they ignore this? It's because they also felt intimidated. They had this ego and this pride that, oh, I'm already who I am. I know everything. I don't have to learn anything. Nobody has to teach me anything. The problem with that is that is, of course, a very stubborn and arrogant, narrow-minded sort of approach to life. You have to always have an open mind and always be learning things, right? That's what improves human beings. The problem here is that your person of interest was very closed-minded. They thought that all they were doing was right, and that is why they are in the situation that they're in now. They clearly did not do something right. This is huge. And it's a lot of betrayal because they came off as somebody who may have been a king or a queen, somebody who really knows it all. And even if they seem to have been very down to earth and gentle and soft, the problem is their attitude. They did not give you that sort of support that you actually needed. All right. Let's have a look. I have here the Beginner's Tarot. And we have here Ace of Cups. Followed by Temperance. Then we have the Moon. So these are any actions, any plans, any intentions your person of interest may have towards you. All right. We have here a nice few set of cards, but we also have one card that's a little dark, the Moon. So Ace of Cups, you're dealing with somebody here who wants to come back into your life and have a sense of reconciliation. This person wants reconciliation. They want to be your friend. They want to make things right. They do not like the way things have been, and they're hoping, fingers crossed, that things work out for the both of you. We also have here Temperance. This is not only a chance of forgiveness, but also wanting to make things right, right? Really ironing out those wrinkles and talking about what happened. So they're trying to have a better balance as time goes on. They're trying to be that person who can make things right. But also they feel somehow divinely guided in this connection regarding this. We also have the moon. Your person of interest, they have gone through a few things. And even though they feel spiritually guided here, they now realize that in this connection there has been a sense of lies, betrayal, deceit, and suspicion at night. Something here has happened in the shadows, but whatever happens in the shadows, it eats away at this person and it haunts them. And they want to get rid of this feeling because they feel guilty about it. It doesn't say here, it doesn't show that, but in between these cards, that would be there. The guilty card, which is from the other deck. Here we also have the 9 of Cups. So wanting to take that step forward, wanting to be with you, followed by making those changes and having that sense of balance. We also have here with the moon, that sense of wanting to open up, knowing that there was betrayal, that there was lies and betrayal, but not wanting to be in that situation or in that category anymore. We have here with the 9 of Cups, how this person now 100% wishes to be with you. This is their wish. This is their dream. And they dream about this because they do have love for you. Now remember in the first set of cards we had, there is love, right? So it is now a very genuine feeling that this person has. So it appears that before they did not have that feeling. Before it was all about them. Me, myself, and I, right? This is how this person was. However, things have changed. And this whole part where there was this betrayal, that is something that this person had to work on. And they realized what they did was wrong. And so now they understand that if I lose such a beautiful person like Pisces, I'm never going to get this person again. I need to make amends. I need to reconcile. I need to have a better balance, right? For the things that I did. And this is why now they are actually wishing for you, and they do have a lot of love for you. We also have here the overall arching theme, the 2 of Cups, beautiful card. Once again, this is talking about reconcile. This is talking about building a partnership, a relationship, building a friendship. But this is 2 people coming together who also feel a sense of, it's strange I use that word, it's not even a word. Maybe I can make it up, soulmate-ism. They feel a sense of soulmate-ism. There's no such word, I don't think. But they have this feeling, right? And it's so strong. And it pulls both people together. That's what's happening here. And it's as if certain things were on them, and I'm seeing this right now, like layers of this dark gray kind of plasticky, kind of rubbery type of thing. It's like a shell. There's something here, and it's layered on it, and it's falling apart now. It's finally falling apart. It's an egg. I see an egg. And it has a bunch of rubbery, thick shells around it, and they are shedding. And that egg would be the growth and the beginning. A birth and a rebirth of something brand new. It could even be denying, not wanting to have a future or a family. And now all of that has been pushed to the side, and there's a desire to finally have a family, finally have growth, prosperity, hope, well-being in this connection between the both of you, but building a family and a life as a team. Now the family doesn't have to be children. It could also be simply just pets or plants, or just having that sense of growth in this connection with the both of you. So it's overall a really good situation you have here. I do see 1, 2 cards at the very least are talking about how this person's going to reach out to you. So I do feel that they are going to reach out. Very nice. Okay, just going to do a quick prayer. All right. So these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. No, first card is the strongest. Okay, communicate clearly. All right. So we have a situation here where in this connection, the angels here are a little concerned, but it's all a matter of time. Here we have no. Meditation will bring you answers. So there's something here that you may be doing where you're trying to get the answers. And what they're saying is, instead of looking outside, look within yourself, look within your heart, your mind, body, spirit, and your soul. That is a whole lot of you. And intuitively, you will have the answer to the questions that you pose. Now, meditation could be for 21 minutes minimum. Prayer could be for 2 to 3 minutes minimum. This is what my angel guide, Angel Fakula, has told me. So remember 21 and 2 to 3 minutes. But when you do, mean it with intention. Know that it's actually already there. It's actually happening. And you are truly calling and not begging, but trying to manifest that, trying to believe in that. Now, please understand that if it is practical and if it's real, it will happen. However, if it is not practical and if it's not logical, if this person hasn't contacted you in months and years, right, it's best not to dwell on that and think that it's going to work out, because you need to have some type of an open dialogue or communication with this person for this type of thing to even manifest. Here we have also take action and communicate clearly. Take action here. A lot of people sometimes wonder what this means. This is you literally taking that action and moving forward, doing something about the situation. So here, some of you may not have been doing anything at some point in time. You just kind of gave up. But what they're saying here to do is do take action. And when you do, it will be time for you to communicate clearly with this person. I'm seeing the word misinterpretation, misunderstanding. I'm seeing here that somebody here feels misunderstood. The communication that went through was not so direct. It was, I'm getting the word convoluted in a way. So whenever you do get a chance, talk to this person. Do not bombard them with paragraphs and pages, please, because they will not remember or understand what it is that you're trying to say. Usually what happens, people get very overwhelmed. And because they get overwhelmed, they really don't move forward in a connection like that because they don't know. There's too much information. It's like information overload. It's like they short circuit because it's too much information all at once. So do take it easy, take it slow. And if anything, 4 or 5 points maximum, and point form like 2 to 3 sentences each. That's about it. Nothing more than that. Because if you do, your person of interest will lose. They'll lose the plot. Like they won't know and be able to focus on what it is that you're trying to say. And you do want that person to understand and to have that meaningful discussion with you in the coming future. So it is important to not ramble on, but to have the facts, the key points, whatever is relevant, and that's about it. Also, Pisces, it's always good to use the I method. So I believe ... I feel so-and-so, such and such. I think such and such. When you address it like that, it's a little less aggressive and it's a little easier communicating with your person of interest. So here we also have ask for others, or ask for help from others. There's 2 things to this card right now. communicate clearly and ask for help from others. So some of you will have people that you can trust. And you can trust them and you can talk to them. And that's fine. And they will give you sound advice. They will give you the right kind of advice. But there's some of you that may not be in that sort of a situation. It might be difficult. So you are dealing with some people who actually may be jealous of you. Because we have right above it, no. Ask for help from others. For me, this shows that no, some of the people that you may ask for help from, they may not be the right kind of people. So all I could say, at least for this section in this part here, is when you do reach out to some of your friends or family, or whoever, or people that you know, just make sure that you know them well and you know that they are not jealous. You know, they don't have a hidden agenda, right? You need to be with people that really do care for you. And sometimes even if you feel that sort of inkling and you know deep down there's something wrong with this person, there's something wrong with this connection. This person's I always get bad luck after I meet this person, right? That's them giving you the evil eye. It happens. So be careful who you trust. We also have here, if you believe. If you believe, then yes, this connection can work and move forward, but only if you actually set that sort of intention, and of course, meditation will bring answers. Overall, we have here wait. Right after this wait, we also have not the right time. So it does appear that they are telling you here that it is important for you to take it easy, take a step back, think about what you're going to say, meditate in the meantime, talk to some other people in the meantime. Eventually, you'll know when the time will be right, when you'll start to feel it intuitively. That's when you're going to take action and communicate. There's no hard and fast rule when, okay? It's going to be when you think. But please understand, if you know that this person is trying to heal or go through something, or if they're going through something right now, it's best not to overwhelm them and reach out to them at that time while they're kind of suffering. Do it when you know that they're in a better place mentally and emotionally, because then they will be more likely open to actually talk to you and to discuss whatever it is that you need to discuss. And this goes vice versa. Cross-watcher, you can do the same, right? Pisces, you can do the same. Right now is not the right time, so do not rush into this because you have a few things to do here. You have a little bit of homework to communicate clearly, to think of those points, what you want to talk about, memorize them. Here we have meditation will bring answers. You got to do that a little bit too. We also have here asking for help from others, getting that contact list out, right? Who do you trust? Who's your friend? Pisces, that's about it. Thank you for tuning in. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situations. Please have a look on my website. I do have some available readings right now. I believe some are the past life readings. I also have the chakra checkup to help you with your mind, body, spirit, soul alignment and to get rid of negative energies. That's what that does. I also have some one love reading I believe I can do. So read through the description if that is what you are looking for. You can have a look through that and then you can know what it is what you're going to expect from me. Also, for those of you who are new, I do have another channel and the link is below on YouTube. The videos are absolutely free and it's just informational kind of stuff. It's on, one is on negative energies, what and who are negative energies, how to destroy them, how to remove them from your life. Sometimes we don't have to destroy them. They leave, if you ask, in a certain way. And then we also have some videos on relationships and advice on different things that go on in the lives of couples. And then I also have some on spiritual connections, twin flames, soulmates, karmic partners, that sort of thing, past life and spiritual connections. So do have a look at that channel as well. Please do like, share, and subscribe. All right, you all take care, stay safe. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope to see you guys again. Bye now.